I know I did a video not that long ago about whether or not Cody made the right decision in coming back to WWE after leaving AEW, and whether or not his run or his story is going to be finished, and if he made the right decision. I know I did a video on that, but this is just what I found out this morning. Now, this is something that I put in the Club Atlantis chat because I am wondering if this is true, and I know that this is something that a lot of wrestlers do, and I might get a little flack for this, but you know what? This is just my opinion, and I'm putting it out there. I really do want to know what people are thinking about this. So hopefully everybody's open-minded about this, and just to think I'm not attacking Cody Rhodes, even though I'm not a big fan of his. I do respect that he respects the wrestling business. I respect that he has a lot of respect for the titles, especially the IC belt. I'm just putting it out there. I am not attacking Cody Rhodes. But I have to say this. Do you think it's kind of strange that how Cody Rhodes is pretty much going on these campaigns? And I'm calling it a campaign because after I found out what he did this morning, that he actually said and agreed that he was going to be the best man at somebody's wedding, a random stranger's wedding who happens to be at the show. He actually gave away a Christmas tree beforehand and went to wrestling school and gave away a bunch of tickets to WrestleMania XL. Now, that's the one thing that I'm wondering. The fact that he did all that before, and now that he decided to be at a fan's wedding. I'm like, is Cody campaigning? And it's not really so much campaigning behind the scenes or backstage. Is he campaigning to the fans? I have never seen as much campaigning than politicians during election year. You know, during the election year, for those that live in the States, y'all know what I'm talking about. All the campaign messages on TV, everything and all that. It's funny how you see all this prior to The Rock coming back to WWE. Now, I'm not going to say that he knew beforehand. There's a good chance he did know. There's a good chance he didn't. I don't have evidence on that. But I find it funny that he does all these gestures, these good gestures, right when CM Punk returns, right when The Rock returns. And I feel like that Cody Rhodes is campaigning to keep his spot. It doesn't make any sense for Cody Rhodes to be at WrestleMania facing Roman Reigns now. It doesn't. Not with The Rock on the card. Not with The Rock at WWE again. Cody ran that hype train when he left AEW. The fact that he left the biggest competitor that WWE has had in a very long time was big news. That news just sailed. It's gone. It's over. It's done with. And the fact that he didn't win at WrestleMania 39, in my opinion, just killed the whole story. It did. Now, a lot of people saying it's building up to something bigger. In my humble opinion, I'm doubting that because The Rock made his return. The Rock is money. He's just money. He's more money than Cody. He's more money than CM Punk. He's money. It would make plenty of sense for them to be at WrestleMania. It just would. And a lot of people really want Cody Rhodes to finish his story. Here's the thing about Cody Rhodes. And I think that Irvin has kind of mentioned it in one of his videos, that Cody Rhodes' belt that his father never won is gone. It was merged into a Universal Championship. It's no longer here. You can't get that title anymore. You're going to be able to get the Universal belt. But he's going to get it. He's just not going to get it now. It don't make any sense for him to get it now. SummerSlam, sure. Get it then. That makes plenty of sense. Get it then. Because that's a big story. Just to completely end it at a random pay-per-view. That's just me. But going back to Cody Rhodes campaigning, this guy is campaigning to keep his slot. And it kind of reminds me of what The Miz did. The Miz did everything to make sure that he stayed in the spotlight. He got in when he didn't fit in. He got into segments that had nothing to do with him. And especially his team up with R-Truth. That guy did everything he could to keep his spot. And I think that's what Cody's doing, but in a very passive way. In a very sort of politician-like way. And I've seen this before. I mean, we've seen this before if you live in the States, with plenty of politicians kind of wanting to get your votes, trying to have you like them to get your votes. He's trying to make the fans like him so much to where that the behind the scenes is going to be like, you know what? He's kind of over. We're going to try to get him his spot. That's what I kind of feel like he's doing. Is it wrong? No. He's trying to keep his spot. But it's interesting. If people really think that Cody Rhodes is doing this out of the goodness of his heart, he's not. He's doing this to keep his spot, y'all. He's doing this to keep his story going. His story is about to burn out. He is doing this to keep his story alive. He's not doing it to be nice. He's doing it out of business. And like I said, that's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta think of it in a completely different lens here. Don't think he's doing this to be nice. Not only is it going to be a nightmare for him to actually try to be at this guy's wedding when you have Royal Rumble around the corner, when you have other pay-per-views, when you have Raw, SmackDown around the corner, when you have a storyline you got to build up to WrestleMania, if that even is going to be the case. He might not even face Cody. I mean, not Cody. Cody might not even face Roman Reigns, but he's going to be at WrestleMania. All that he has to do, you think he's going to have time to go to some random dude's wedding? And I know that sounds harsh, but let's be real here. That's going to be a nightmare to book all that around this guy's wedding unless they have it on the show. Unless him and his soon-to-be wife are wrestling fans. That's the only way it'll work. If they actually have it there. That's the only way it'll work. But him going to them, that's going to be impossible. So like I said, I really feel like this is a campaign. This is in no way, shape, or form him being nice or trying to be a good dude. He's trying to keep his story alive, y'all. He's trying to stay relevant. And I know it sounds like I'm being a hater, but I'm just being real here. When I saw that he did these things, 3 things in a row, back to back, I'm like, nah, he's campaigning. He's trying to stay relevant. But I know it sounds like it really angers me when he does. Nah, I'm not angered by it. I mean, that's politics. They do politics behind the scenes all the time. But for people thinking that Cody Rhodes is a stand-up guy for doing this, y'all, look at it from a different lens. This guy is campaigning. He's just campaigning to stay relevant. And just don't think in black and white. Think of shades of gray. Think in a way that this guy is about to lose his spot and he's doing everything he can to be relevant. And he's using the fans to do it. Just like how John Cena and WWE used the fans to try in London to try to get WWE WrestleMania to London and have London flip the bill. It's business, y'all. I'm just saying. Well, that is it for me, guys. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like what I do and like what I say, by all means, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. That is it for me. I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.